Love it. Yeah. Nice. I'm good, Otto. How
I
you
feel good.
feeling?
I feel like I got hit. Morning, everyone. Question. Lost in a have live IDs. All that has been topics. Topics that question. Our live. Post the
Oof.
Oh.
Oof.
I'm trying to. I'm trying to sound better than what.
Yeah, let's just say the coffee's not that strong today. For those who don't know, I had to eat for special gas station coffee, and yeah, that's not gonna happen again.
Paul, how's your?
Yeah, it's going good. Get that fixed myself here.
Fine.
I'm going
Your
good.
daughter.
Starbucks, hopefully.
No. It'll make up. We do have a new trial starting with us. I'll come in.
Yeah.
I want to involve Soul in this. It does affect. Of
It is.
Soul and
Also, previously, fell into which was 451 through 550 or 550. So they've combined basically group 2 and group 3 into group 2. So it's obviously now a much larger that can CSC around. There were some rumors, unconfirmed. There were some rumors that there might be a little snafu in there, combining of the CSC range and players as far as 850. I heard could potentially CSC into the lower servers, but that isn't very. I haven't seen it personally. We're on event right now, so I'm not quite sure if that's occurring or not. But was that rumor that we're in a 850 plus server that you could potentially drop into the new group 2?
yeah, but I So
now, were they able to actually into those
yeah.
servers? Did anyone try?
Yeah, and I say goodbye to all the.
Oh.
So here, that leads to the question: when they tell us, "Oh, we can't," nation, right? There's no limitation. Don't have. That's good. We learned something new. But
Yeah, one way ticket.
yeah, exactly.
You were a
Pretty
young
much.
whippersnapper in 950. All of a sudden, you're.
But don't get me wrong, though. There are some players in 950 that can compete. 500.
Yeah.
There are. I'm some whales on it that are 501.
Yeah. I am going to play a little bit of devil's advocate. The one thing I'm a little bit saddened by this grouping was didn't really address the group 1 situation. So
right.
that was as a matter of fact, I almost think worsened because by them merging group 2 and 3 and leaving group 1 in status quo that it is, I don't think based on the amount of time that it takes for them to merge groups that it's going to help group one much. As you know, you kind of have to look at this objectively. I know Group One got the first merge. You know, originally were server 2 to 150, and then they expanded to server 300. But by now, making 301 to 550, that is pretty much making it feeling their fate that like there probably is not going to be a merge for them for a while until the Group 2 stabilizes. So what I foresee happening in the future, probably another 8 months or so of maintaining this current CSC ranging before Group 1 will probably 550, but I don't think we're going to have any time soon. No, it'll probably be absorption that route if it follows the state of the. What do you think?
I think I would have liked to
Yeah.
kind of move 550. But as far as I'm all the way how much farther ahead? A lot of us are stuck. Have more up. Buy your way level because a lot of them it's
Yeah. Well, it goes kind of even beyond that a little bit, Otto, because think about it, like I mean, I don't. You've experienced it where you have met a couple in Group 2, right, during an event. You know, your particular team is one of the stronger teams in your group, so you may have matched with one or two that are in. Um, have you reached a Group 2 team on an event?
what would be
Or what was an old group, I guess, let's say.
we've reached
Like, what's the lowest number server you've faced on an event?
400s,
400, 400
Okay, like 450 above or below 4?
above 450.
Yeah.
So that would have been technically the old Group 3, right? So you're one of the strongest group, but like our alliance, we have only matched Group 2 and 3, or I'm sorry, Group 1 and the old Group 2 teams. So I think 550 really is kind of at the same level. The players on average fall into the level of category. So I'm hoping that it doesn't take long for a Group 1 and 2 merge in the future. But you know, like you said, there are very strong players. You know, I've seen players that have humongous stats in the 800 and even 900 server rate. So there are definitely players out there that can drop into one or two and be well above the average. It'll be interesting.
Have a why those not clown. Kind of make I'm not spending that. Chase them. I don't have Ferrari level money.
Well, it's not it's about that. I mean, honestly, look at this. It really should be about the averages. Not, you
Yeah.
can't single out this one player each at a level with the top player in each group, because if you went based on that, there would never be the type of server groupings,
Okay,
that would be
let-
fair.
Let me put it another way. Just like how Miles
Yeah.
should not be locked.
Oh,
Have
you're
an-
saying like on an individual basis, players should have
yeah,
servers open up more and more based on
based
I
on
mean,
their hill development.
I don't
That's
know.
my
I'm
opinion.
not a coach, so I don't know what type of coding would be required to make it individualized like that. Yeah, I'm sure. The other thing that kind of a change apparently with CSC, and I haven't experienced it yet again because I'm on events. But my understanding is now there are requirements for the actual alliance to be able to open CSC. So I think it's something like 11 alliance those have to be complete. So it's not, you can't just open up an alliance and get 50 active players to be in the alliance and then open up CSC to bring more players in. The shell actually have, I think it's 11 alliance open.
Yeah.
Do we have confirmation of that?
That's what I'm. So,
Yeah, what do you guys think about that?
So I really, so here's the thing. And I wish that they would do this when they open groups, like um instead of it being just a CSCable event, like where you can CSC, I really wish they would open the more traditional migration like they have in the newer server that we used to experience, right? Where entire team come. Like my server's dead, right? So
Right.
there's basically our team, another team on the server, a little bit less active than our team, and that's it. So when it comes to like SVS and stuff like that, we are not very competitive, honestly. Um, our focus has been fighting and jumping to event to event to event as soon as we possibly can to participate in those events and build up our account. So for us personally, that's created, like this inability to be super successful during SVS. So having a higher population, meaning being able to bring in an entire alliance or free into the server, would benefit us and would benefit other alliances. It just strengthens the server overall. So I wish that some sort of migration event on older servers that are now only eligible for CSC, so an entire team could come. We don't necessarily need to build up our team, but I would like to build up our server. Right? I would like to have more teams come in, and when these events happen, there are other teams out there that may want to come as an to kind of be in the same server, and then you get players that could jump from team to team, right? Instead of having to CSC, say, hey, you know, our team's skipping an event. We're not going to it. You're going to an event. I'm just going to jump over onto your, so I don't have to, you know, CSC and wait 30 days. When I may want to go back, or it opens up flexibility a little more. So I kind of
so
like.
much fun.
Well, I mean, like the whole point of these expansion of the groups is to get players kind of join together, right? But
Yeah.
if you're limited by CSC, the major problem with that is what happens if you have 40 players on a team that can't quite get to go to an event because they can't register. They don't have 50 players, but these 40 players really want to play together, right? And they want to join a stronger team. Well, a team can't even absorb that many players because they can theoretically only open 30 CSC spots, right? So a migration would solve that, like the more traditional migration.
Onyx got a old group, younger group. Yeah, man. But I totally agree. I have 50.
No.
So while what Ulexi just mentioned is move hills between alliances for CSC, true, but again, that has now been curbed a little bit because they're requiring that you have 11 evos open. So it's something that has to be worked on. And then more to the point of like if you're trying to bring it, what happens in the that I'd like to bring in 2 full teams. So now you're talking 200 players into a server, right? To set up a server. Well, how many shells on 11 alliance evos open that are open enough to where you could jump in and grab the R5 position, move players into it, and then get the CSC open to bring in that because you know players don't want to be split up. If like let's say you have 100 players on a team that would love to come to your server, right? Now all of a sudden you have to have 3 alliance shells just to bring 90 of them. I don't know of a lot of servers that have that many open shells that have a lot 11 those open. So now you're going to have to do it over a couple CSCs, and the problem with that is, do people want to be separated from their friends for that long? Are they willing to do that?
Why are you? Well, let me be. I wouldn't. Everyone's.
Right. That's true.
No, so farm alliance. I don't know if I put down shells that I can go. So I don't think that's get in and buy shells that as long as they've had a lot of them out there. So it can be done for work instead of most stressful. I remember the most go here, open that, and everyone. And when it was done, it was like, oh, let's all pulled together, got it done. I think it's a lot more cool. But why they would do that's fun. Have some people. Oh, I want to remind. Welcome.
Oh, it's been good. How you guys been? It's been nice. Uh, I quite like the group two, although I do hear a lot of people thinking it should not be like 300 to 550. It should be in group one, 200 to what is it? To the 450. If I remember correctly, was it? Uh, yeah, they wanted. Quite a few people wanted that instead as well. What's your opinion about those people who kind of want that method?
I agree with that one adjustment have had a trick effect all the way. If up, sorry, if you're gonna up, why not? I honestly, or even, or everyone's got an opinion on it. You're never gonna like anything.
I know there's also I know there's also other opinions regarding with the LI, BL, and the VJ. Most of the trend usually goes from server 2 to 650 matchmaking. Some of them even less. Why not do that big of a range if you already have a matchmaking that?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
Along
Yeah.
that line. No, the thing is this: like the argument is always made that you don't want overpowered teams, um, overpowered players or put players in, able to. But the truth of the matter is, with as depopulated as the servers are now, people find the right alliance fit. So having a bigger range, I think, is not going to be as big of a problem as make it seem to be.
Yeah, but honestly, it's like Tonic over here says, like, my opinion, if they're making matchmaking, let's say, for me, server 850, match of people in the 600 servers, 500 servers, even 400, then we should be able to see a seed to these too, right? Because I'm pretty sure everyone has. You're on seasonal chat, chatting up with some great other players, and I even had to them even want to join my alliance. but they couldn't because they were in mid 600 server. So, in my opinion, if we're playing against players and seasons way outside of our grouping servers, then you should be able to see to each other too, because this is a game where you're playing with other players, meeting new people, having fun with these players. And if they want a new home, new alliance, and you made a great friendship, they should be able to come over and join you. But that's my opinion, and pretty sure the devs aren't going to listen to me anytime soon. But that's what I think. Yeah, tell that to all the golden sugars and spinies I've been hatching for the past like few months.
You know what? I think I would like there is. I would like some of the so platform all playing. Why can't
Yep. But then they would also have to fix up the translation a little bit because it's still a little bit buggy. Some words and sentences come off not the way they're definitely fix that still, but I love because in situations, let's say Soul, when he's on server, there's only his alliance and another one. So you're bored on like a Wednesday or evening, and you're in game, you want to chat with a few people, but alliance isn't really there. It would actually be nice to the players from different servers. It would bring them a lot closer to each other. So that's my little hot take. That's all. It's actually a really good idea.
so?
Yeah.
Discussing points, track everything. One of the
Yeah, we're first week on Baron.
that looked like
Looks like it's going to be interesting. To be honest with you, they're pretty evenly matched. It's definitely going to be a relief from our experience on Fast Jungle, but we'll see. I think there's going to be some definitely good fightings.
Yeah, it's no fun when everyone runs away from you.
I want to confirm.
Overpowered event for the matchmaking too overpowered, or where matchmaking is not like honestly, the best matchmaking you have even equally active teams, and I think this event is definitely going to be it for us. Teams are pretty evenly matched, so seems like it'll be good.
Ooh, like it.
Yes.
I was unaware. Well, I've forgotten more. Both team action.
On Vast Jungle, yes. So like unlike
That's-
Baron, Baron is determined by your camp's choice. On Vast Jungle, um, nobody can build, nobody can attack during the protection time that is selected by either. Now, one thing that they did update from the Vast Jungle that I was in, that it was you could see the protection time chosen by opposing camp. So, like, as soon as the opposing camp chose their protection time, you could actually see the time that they picked, and you could choose a different time if you wanted to make it longer, or you could choose the same time. But they've taken that away, so now they'll pick their time. You pick your time. If it happens at the same time, then you'll have now hours of protection both teams, 16 hours of potential building and fighting. If they both pick different times, then basically it's 16 hours of protection time and 8 hours of build time for both teams. So, wow, it definitely controversial.
Why wouldn't I understand why you would, especially
So I'm gonna tell you what happened during first batch and part of the reason why they time it. We saw the time that Red Camp had selected, and they selected the teams that were on our original batch majority Asian teams. Okay, so they did not select for the Asian teams. If you know or don't know, the number one selected protection time is 16 to 24. Okay, the number two protection time for them would be basically um, 0 to 8. Okay, and the reason being is 16 to 24 is pretty much nighttime across most of the Asian countries that are playing, and then 0 to 8 is mostly work time. So they assumed our camp was majority Asian that would have selected the 16 to 24. By them picking 0 to 8, they wanted to cover time to cover their sleep time through us and their work time through their selection. Um, if we really wanted to be sneaky, what we should have done is probably pick, you know, uh, the let's say 24 to 8, or 0 to, or I'm sorry, 0 to 8 to match them is what we wound up picking. So that way it left their sleep time open if we wanted to attack during. You understand? Because we could see it. So they've closed that loophole. So now you can't see what time they select anymore on Vast Jungle. But I mean, it's good and bad because you have the ability to shut them down during their most active time based on your assessment of what your opponents are, right? It plays to the strategy, I think, of Vast Jungle selecting protection time.
Like a
Yeah.
Elming.
Well, I guess
Wow.
it depends on when it is.
So 8 to 16 is the most active time for like an Asian team.
Mhm.
I really wanted to pick that time as our protection time. I wanted to shut them down most active time, but at the same token, it
Now
would have affected
you're-
our camp because our two campmates were 100% Asian teams, where our team is more global, so we would have been fine with it, just the way we built our team. But for a a best time zone team, like basically, had we picked the 8 to 16 protection time, it would have up the event for 200 players on our camp, 200 players on their camp. Our team was the only one that would have been a little bit more effective because of how it's built. It would have been bad. Not worth it. Not worth it. Why we simply selected the same protection time that they had, so that way we could still attack during their sleep time, but it proved ineffective regardless because just how that first batch of Bash jumped so bad, and the ability for Blue Camp to do it, really. I don't know. Still needs some work on that event. I don't think we're gonna go to it until some of those are worked out. But it seems to be getting better every time. It seems to be getting better every time. I saw a couple more teams as Blue Camp, but it's still overwhelmingly advantageous Red Camp. So
we're gonna go and I'm not saying they should lopsided.
yeah, I mean the event was designed to be asymmetrical. They definitely made it asymmetrical. I don't think they made it asymmetrical in the intended way, but definitely asymmetrical.
A as in A your way. Like, you know,
Oh man, I'm curious to see what the next batch. Well, I'm curious to see what your thinking is of it. I'm kind of glad you guys are going to Best Jungle because Otto, I know you, whether you're red or blue, matter. I know you're with the way you feel it.
oh, I'm gonna pick part.
Yeah.
It won't matter. And again, I'm objective. I'll look at it from I see. And how the talking fun. This is war. Not to it.
Yeah, I mean, we've been on events where super overpowering opposing camp, and I mean, we went to one bear, like literally, you could put the 5 other teams that were on the event against us, and we would have still won, and that's not fun. Like, when players are like giving up and like not even when maybe they'll have skirmishes or campmates or whatnot. Um, it becomes very boring when you're on an event for some days and trying to. So I definitely more challenging events, even as competitive as we are, and how much we enjoy, you know, the win. It's sometimes not worth it, really. Can't have fun during the.
Well, that's why they made these events, right? People were getting bored of servers, so spice things up. Let's create an event where players can get out of server, meet new alliances and different groups and servers, and have some fun, right? But with the way matchmaking is, yeah, I completely agree. There's been times, actually, for Vic's last season, my opinion, it wasn't really fun. No one would want to fight us. They all ran away.
They all ran away. But the thing punches all of our L's and things.
Mutations?
Yeah, do all the alliance. So it's like, why are we up with these? I don't. You know what I felt last season? Like, okay, we got Vic, and we're all the leftovers. Like,
Yeah.
one of the most going into dominate, satisfying. Oh, there was no you know what I mean?
And we did basically smack everyone. That's the thing. And I completely agree. Like, I want a fair fight.
It got me so disconnected. Like, I got the ability. I got him falling. You know, like those strategy, diplomacy, requirement. Boring. But anyways, hopefully that.
Yeah,
Mass Jungle should.
Yeah, and even if this Vast Jungle doesn't go well, when the 3rd season of Vast Jungle coming out, maybe there might be more changes, right? I'm pretty sure there will be, but players want something fun to do.
I got an open question. Sorry to cut you off there.
Yeah, no, go ahead. I'll just go finish. I remember now, anyways.
Sorry. I was actually what level 8? What was the and is a boss past level 9? If anyone's a boss past.
Honestly, it's fun. What for me, I hate hunting insects. I really do in server. most painful experience of my life because I go for level 15 termite hills and I have my march going across for 3 minutes just to hit one. So having this AFib event, well, it was really nice, pop up little insect right beside me and like mash it to bits. And even though like comparing my ability to build a good PvE march, using it for groundhog and pangolin for my case shooters. So it was really fun, like building it up and seeing how far I can get. I think I only got to level 59, I believe, my personal score, which is like, I guess it's okay, but,
Not bad.
yeah, but it was the boss that like really tested my limits, that's for sure. Especially we got to level 90, I believe, right? Yeah, that thing is a monster. I think after 4 hours, we only got 15% down. Yeah, before it disappeared on us. Yeah, go figure. But what did you think of the event?
Can I be
Better.
for one? Let me just bro run the auto hunt while you're doing auto hunt out of the way and select termite, and it only hits termite hill. And I don't know if automatic.
Oh, they automatically appear.
Yeah, they appear. So if there's nothing there, they automatically all directions, multiple directions. I usually set 20 marks out. With the new build day, a couple times at a time. Have that's just a little. But for the 8th, boring. I don't like.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan. I don't like the whole like select. Find that. I would like start play, top play, say auto hunt, maybe auto hunt.
Yeah, maybe. Like for auto hunt, I do use it, but beginner reset, I like to get my lizards done and then join some baits because for some reason it seems like when a brand new weekly event starts, give it like 10 minutes, I have like 6 bait rallies going on, and I can't join a single one yet because my march is coming back slow from auto hunt. In the sense of the aphid, you know what? Yeah, I do agree because sometimes resource nodes, X may pop up right beside your hill, and you have your team hive all around you, so you don't really have too much space to even place it. And I do find it annoying. You gotta place it, march. You gotta wait for it to hit it, and place it again. But you can't place it in the same spot. I've noticed. You gotta place it in another spot. Exactly. Exactly. And I'm like very impatient.
I don't have enough. I'm here. Or if it's boss, where place it down, once you up to the next.
Yeah, you place them once and it keeps them going up every time you hit it.
Until it reaches. I understand. And you might have to level 6.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like a
Yeah, get your golden spinies up
Yeah.
there, right?
Golden spiny driver.
Oh my gosh. Me, golden spiny, sugar, and I think it's Guard General?
Yeah,
Those
Guard General.
generals,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
God's
yeah, yeah,
sake.
yeah, yeah. At least he,
Yeah, honestly, yeah, he looks pretty cool, but after a while, you're really missing that Weaver, Wise Berserker, meta ants. But me, it's a long distant journey. I'll keep on staying up that night, my hand up in the air.
Astrid takes one to Princess Astrid. You have to identify only another identify this. Yeah, so but on certain I'm seeing a lot more events. Um that they're able I wish that that's one honestly
Yeah.
very rare. But hence again more if there was a login event,
I hope so. Free exotics, spores, mutations.
yeah, exotic shell, a free exotic shell just
Yeah,
puppy love.
literally.
Everyone loves free stuff, and it's not worth. It's actually
Yeah, exactly. Because I think we got our free exotic shell during hatch day. If we it was either that or the 200 spores. Either way, like that was perfect timing where you can use that. Like there's been times where I'm literally just one exotic away, can't buy anymore. I bought like 6 or 7 of them already, but still need that one more. So it was nice, get an extra exotic here, especially for those free to play players who, aren't like us pay to win players where we can have our, you know, I believe it's bi-week event where you buy 5 exotics for how many dollars, and little special promotion comes up, you get another exotic here, then you get your late contract exotics. Like, players who don't want to spend any money and who aren't able to try to come across exotics. So, like you said, Otto, this event came up like bi-weekly. That would be perfect. So, cool, pretty good. That's for sure.
I don't know if most. Oh look, we got some login event. Yeah. So there isn't Soul put makes me budget no as a someone who just goes but buys I get the at it on and what you know what I mean like you're adding it all together and you're like wow those 99 they add up right so so I found that when I forced her yeah you like see that It makes I'm spend. Yeah, it makes me a better player. Budgeting. I puppies. Where did you find Paul?
See that green light? That's the notification Auto gets every time you purchase something. Ding,
Ding.
ding.
You know the
Yeah.
the best part is when I'm purchasing does like a retinal, but it actually eyeball. Just how it works, and I try to look away. Payment not payment not purchases. It's never never happened. I've
Try to
tried.
find that loophole.
Yeah, I've tried, but
Even for me, like honestly, it's way too easy. You're just chilling on the couch, feet up, just chilling. You see a nice little special for a $6.99 pack. You're like, I can use it. And yeah, I honestly have an iPhone. I think it's double click or triple click on the power button. The facial pops up, and then ding. But
and you're spending money like process.
yeah, exactly. The ant coins, I've actually never bought a single ant coin since I've played this game, but I've been thinking about it more and more because I've cut down my spending ever since my last
Laffy star, bro. I am like
disconnected.
I am 6 million away from our Laffy.
Oh yeah, I've been 8 stars for 5 months, 6 months.
Make me wise.
That's not duped.
Oh, fuck.
Sadly, Beavers 4-star NTA, and I'm gonna get my Dolly to 7 stars event. God help us all.
I said
But,
Apple Pay.
I'll be tonight when I get home from work. May
Nah,
see a
man.
little pack.
I'm telling you, try the ant. Actually, more budget cost. And then
Hmm.
I still don't have that. Wife was working right.
Ooh. Yeah, honestly, like that's a good idea, especially at any special and or even an insect you want and you're gonna get. That 5% is really gonna add up and really help out. So honestly, yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. Guess so. May the fourth be with you.
Oh,
Just
we
realized it's May 4th.
totally forgot.
Oh my!
That
yeah,
that
like-
hour fight. I was I looked down the clock and I was no, we've done an hour. Great show.
Oh.
I appreciate chat. You did a job on. I want to thank everyone for haven't done so. Live ID check. Find is like and subscribe on the video. Help us out. You're gonna want to use that channel live stream. Viking. Come from the maybe adjusting Saturday, but we will definitely, but we special some basic updates.
Yeah, thanks everyone. Take care. Have a good Saturday, and see you all tomorrow. Make sure you bring some coffee, ice cream in.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining.
All right. Take care.